the pancreatic cancer survivors will make their way outside, you will be in a ceremony in just a few moments. But in a way, you know, pancreatic cancer has affected all of us in some way or another. You have a reason for being here. We've been blessed to have an enormous amount of pre-race donations. I think it's over $35,000, and that came from you and your friends. Thank you so much. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Herb Kosten Pancreatic Cancer Foundation, their board, the chairman, Alan Kosten, wave right there, Alan. Our president, Jeffrey Goldberg, right over by Alan. Dr. Steve Bierman, our medical advisor. I don't know if Dr. Bierman's here yet. I haven't seen him yet. And probably the person that keeps all of us in line, Sandy Bond, who is our office administrator and a wonderful, wonderful person. And Sandy, I don't know if you're here yet, but if you are, thank you so much. Additionally, a little bit later, I haven't seen them yet. They may be here. Our research team at UT Health Science Center, the lab under the direction of Dr. Shabash Chachan. I know some of the research teams here. If you're here, please raise your hand. There he is. They are doing wonderful, groundbreaking work to find a cure for pancreatic cancer, early detection, and better ways of treatment. Here's another one of our researchers right here. We love them, and we appreciate everything that they've done. Just a little advertisement. We have a support group for patients and their families and their friends every second Saturday of the month at the Cordova Public Library. If you are not a part of that group, I hope that you will come and join us. It is I have to say, a fun time. And you wouldn't think that at a pancreatic cancer support group. Now there's Dr. Bierman. Wave your hand. I already said thank you for being our medical advisor. But anyway, come to the support group, see what it's about. It might not be for you, but hopefully you can be an inspiration to someone, or someone there can inspire you to continue your fight with pancreatic cancer. We are having a silent auction inside. You've already heard about it. Please come inside, make your bids. You can pay by cash, check, or credit card, and it will be over at 4 o'clock today. So we hope that you'll join us. We raised over $3,000 last year at the silent auction. Hope to make over $5,000 this year. We'd like to thank Ron Olson for being our master of ceremonies, Corey and Donnie for our music, Don Perry for as our photographer, and also Gary Baldwin here at the photo booth. That is free. So go in there and get your picture made. You'll get a free picture. You can even send it to yourself. He has an iPad. You can put it on your Facebook page or whatever, and it's a lot of fun. So do that sometime during the afternoon. Fruit and snacks are inside right now if you need a break at some point this afternoon. And I believe that's all I have to say. I think it was longer than I intended. But again, thank you for coming. Thank you for your support. And we really appreciate everything you do for our fight to find a cure for pancreatic cancer. At this time, I would like to introduce Rabbi Micah Greenstein. Oh, you're right behind me. He is going to lead us in our survivor ceremony. He's done that every year for us, and we really appreciate it. Thanks for coming.
How's everybody doing? I know I look like a rabbi. I'm really a runner, but weekends are work days for me. And I've run 17 marathons. I'm not saying that to brag. What I'm saying is, of the 104 races in Memphis every Saturday and Sunday, this one is different than any other. Before I tell you why, that woman, our Foundation's support group director and leader, true champion of this righteous cause, who in addition to overseeing the support group, always helps us out. I got some great news to announce. Catherine Gilbert Craig and her husband Tom became grandparents 2 days ago. So we tell our kids, you got to know what you're wearing. And I want everyone who's wearing these shirts with a name on it to know when you cross the finish line, you deserve to know about the individual who inspired the Herb Kosten Pancreatic Cancer Research Foundation. His name, of course, was Herb Kosten, but let me tell you what he was about. I'm not going to recall his life. I'm just going to give you some quotes from someone like the president of the foundation, Jeffrey Goldberg. He says, at every destination, Herb Kosten left his footprint. So when you run today or walk, remember that every step you're taking is for someone like Herb. Think of that when you run. I think what kept Herb alive was his family. That's what keeps all of us alive. And I see Lori and Julie, not just Daddy's little girls, but the ones who inspired him. Brother Alan, the one who's given his, let's hear it for Alan Kosten. He doesn't mince words. He said, the guy on your shirt, Herb Kosten, is someone I idolized. And if his wife, Marilyn, if you've ever met Marilyn, any of you know Marilyn Kosten, she's a ball of fire. And she said that Herb Kosten's zest for living was unmatched. Now, if she said that, you know he was amazing. So this foundation was established by family and close friends in order to pay tribute to a man who battled cancer. Here are the two words people going to recognize have got these two words. That's what this is about. The two words are what Herb Kosten did when he battled this disease. He battled it with dignity and courage. And that's why if you join this group that Catherine mentioned, any families affected by this disease that we are going to be, Dr. Bierman, that we are going to be with all these researchers, please join us for that. It gives hope and healing for patients and their families. There is a survivor of 4.5 years who's having a rough stretch right now. I want to single out. Go to the website. I saw the video of Carl Gardner. Anyone here know Carl? This guy is remarkable, giving, loving, caring member of the support group. He's not able to attend the event today. If you'll please raise up a prayer for Carl and his wife, Lydia. He's always been there for everyone who attends a support group meeting, coaching on nutrition, dealing with chemo treatments, alternative treatments, vitamins, meditation, yoga, staying positive, having your own support group. He's the most courageous person who has fought and continues to fight in his battle with pancreatic cancer. Let's hear it for Carl. Now, I said the name Herb Kosten of blessed memory, but there are others we have lost in 2015-16 I want to mention. Let's have a moment right now for Suzanne Anthony, Graham Burke Sr., Jim Burton, Leroy Chu, Barbara Dempster, Dave Derman II, Bernie Farrell, Will James, Joseph Joe Linder, Wilbur Milam, Suzette Noel, Dave Puckett, Donna Reisman, Ronnie Robertson, Charles David Salisbury, Cynthia Young. These are not just names, they are worlds. They continue to live in us and through us. Each of these loved ones was a world to the family and friends remembering them now. We honor their memory, and let us say, Amen. Are there others, I didn't mean to leave anyone out, who has passed since last year at this time? Are there others who I didn't mention? Well, then there are the survivors who are still kicking it. They're still kicking it, whether the living miracles so many of you in the monthly support group meetings know, or others you may not know who just showed up. I got to tell you, every year this gets better, right, Ron? I mean, 60 teams with names like Peggy's Posse. Are you here? 175 runners. I mean, it's unbelievable. Purple Roses, Boyers Warriors, Ricky's Raiders, Salisbury's Runners, Team Delaware, Judy's High Kickers, Catherine's Kickers, Pam's Joggers for Jones, Team Rozzy, Colleen's Crushers, Margie's Militia, it's Herb's Heroes, Purple for Papa, Team Ray Davis, Morse. It's amazing. This is amazing. This race highlights what really matters and what inspires us. And now, if you want to see, people say, Rabbi, show me a miracle. You're about to see him right now. When I call your name, if you'll come up here and face the 1,500 runners. These are the survivors. I want to call forward first. Listen to this. I believe she is our youngest survivor. She was diagnosed at age 18. She's a 14-year survivor. Is Melissa Samsel here? Where are you, Melissa? Come up here. Look at this. Wait, are these your kids? Look at this. People don't know how we can kick it. Melissa kicked it. There she is. Stay right there, beautifuls. They even painted up. They got purple hair. You got to love that. Please come forward. Harry Baker, 3 years. Brenda Beach, 22 years. Keep cheering. Ernestine Chisholm, 8.5 years. Sabrina Conley, 9.5 years. Mike Cordell, 4.5 years. Crawford Cosser's going on 2 years, 1 year and 9 months. Catherine Gilbert Craig, 3.5 years. Come up here, grandmama. Ray Davis, 1 year, 3 months. Arthur Disney, 17 years. Mike Ellis, 1 year. Larry France, 2.5 years. Barbara Grant, 4 years. Keep it going. We talked about Carl, 4.5 years. Carl Gardner. Charles Harbor, 1.5 years. Judy Holzer, 6 months. Emily Johnson, 4 months. Elijah Jones, 1 year, 4 months. Marshall Jones, 4 months. Vince Lee, 6 months. Jeff McAvoy, 9.5 years. Ricky Maestri, 1.5 years. Kaylee Meggs going on 1 year. Bernard Mitchell, 4 months. Pamela Moss, 2 years. Bill Palmer, 6 years. Suzanne Ratliff, 2.5 years. Shirley Rich is on the road, 3 months. Craig Roberts, 10 months. Sandy Sanders, 4.5 years. Cindy Smith, 2 years. Kathy Solomon, 1.5 years. Florence Tops, 2 years. Eva Vaughn, 1 year. Patricia Yates, 5 months. Peggy Drinker, 2 months. Jacqueline Regilio. Are there other survivors I didn't mention? Get up here. Everybody tell everyone you know who wasn't here today, these are survivors of pancreatic cancer. So we have enough inspiration from these survivors not only to go the distance today, but every moment of our lives. And now if everyone led by these survivors would join me in repeating these words as far back as you are to our inspiration right up front. If you repeat after me, no matter what your path to God, God of this world, creator of my life, when I feel weak, teach me that I am strong. When I am weary, renew my spirit. Keep me safe on this run and on this life journey. Open my eyes to the beauty of your world. Be with me, God, wherever the trail leads. And when I cross the finish line, bless my return. And let us say amen. And let's hear it for these heroes. God bless each and every one of you. The two gentlemen who deserve an enormous amount of praise are Corey Myers. That band is amazing to give us the energy. And the one and only from FM 100, our brother, Ron Olson. Let's hear it for him. Let's go and kick it.
I think Rabbi Micah should run for office. Wouldn't it be nice to have a mayor like that? Maybe the governor, maybe the senator. He's the best. All right, we got a few more minutes to go now. This thing's going to start in 13 minutes, so we want everybody to start trying to go to the start line.